let's review Fastlane here.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get into it. So we're moving along to Fastlane, Indianapolis, Indiana, home of the Indy 500. Vroom, vroom. Yeah, we heard that like 9,000 times. Uh, I watched the kickoff show. The kickoff show was what it was. In the midst of
Was
it,
there a match?
there wasn't, but in the midst of it, Jade Cargill arrived
Yes.
right at like the end, sorry, of the kickoff. Jade Cargill arrives in a car, and then she's greeted by Triple H, and she looks like $1 million. And he greets her.
Yeah.
The crowd
She
goes
really
hype.
does though.
Fucking Booker T goes hype. I think that'll be. We're gonna circle back to this later, but I think that'll be Triple H's announcement on SmackDown. They announced that Triple H has an announcement on SmackDown next week, and I think that will be his announcement. Is like
Didn't
Jade Cargill to the main is here on SmackDown.
I okay, I'm sorry to fucking be a fucking bot, but I swear fucking I saw her like use hashtag WWE Raw or some shit, you know.
Oh, I mean,
But
the Raw division could use her more than the SmackDown one. I could tell you that much. But yeah. So I don't
I
know, but
just
she's a huge deal. They made her a fucking megastar before she's ever even set foot in a ring, and they're keeping
yeah,
everyone on their toes. Like, where is she gonna show up? So I love it. Shout out Jade.
it's so smart, man.
Right.
She looks like $1 million, bro.
Oh,
I guess so. Like, all I really have to say about the kickoff is like my favorite part is when Wade Barrett and Booker T did they did the hype off or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh, I
That
was just
trick.
gonna say that. So it popped me so hard in the kickoff when they, yeah, did the Trick Williams. They played the music, and then I don't know. Bad News Barrett was just fucking. He was popping me so hard, dude.
Not trying.
No,
Booker.
just like the little shit he was saying, the little ebonics he was trying to speak. I just fucking it was popping
Yeah,
me.
man,
So,
it's great. Yeah,
so
it's real great.
it's real great. So then we kick off the pay per view with Jay Bluso, Cody Rhodes against the Judgment Days, Damian Priest and Finn Balor. I wrote it was a good paced match, a good starter to the whole event. Jay did a tease to The Rock with the punches and the spit punch. Rhea came out and is feeling Jay Bluso. So there's something happening there. WWE knows how to do false finishes really well. They
So,
consistently do them well. This was a big shock. I did not expect these guys to win the title like this. Maybe I could see the Judgment Day also winning them right back quickly, sort of the way Dom lost his belt and then won it back
right.
quick. And then Rhea goes, it's always me who has to clean up the mess and stuff. I could see that happening as well. So there's lots of turmoil in the Judgment Day, though. Like, honestly, they're just continuing to tease and give us conflict within them that sort of, I don't know. So, sorry, your thoughts on this match and your thoughts on all of that.
All right, so the first thing I want to say is with the JD thing, like what really sucks there, man, is like he was really like starting to get over with all of them, and like Priest was finally starting to accept him, and then he fucking takes him out in the fucking knee, and
Great
you already know
storytelling.
on Raw tonight, Priest is gonna be like, "It's his fucking fault. Get this guy the fuck out of
Yeah.
here." Blah blah blah. And
It's great storytelling. Can't be
yeah.
mad at
So
it.
I guess do you want to X Files me here quick?
Oh, fuck. Do I want an X Files hairline? Oh, my word.
In my opinion, here, I think the Judgment Day couldn't beat Cody and Bluso. You know what I'm saying? The Bloodline also couldn't beat Cody and Bluso. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what, they're clearly setting up this like the Bloodline and fucking the Judgment Day are gonna work together, but they're also gonna be pissing contesting. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, oh well,
Right.
you guys lost the belts to fucking to Cody and Bluso, and they're gonna be like, oh, you lost the belts to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. It's the same fucking thing, bro.
Right, dude. Right. No, you're right. And you're 5 steps ahead of it. And we're going to talk about a bit later. We're going to circle back to that, to what they're building up to, because clearly we have an outnumbered situation with the heels outnumbering the baby faces, with the baby
Right.
faces standing at 4 strong, and we have a Survivor Series coming up. Keep that in mind, and that's the
Oh
subject
shit,
of
yeah,
the
no shit,
stake.
huh?
Yeah, hairline. I'm gonna break this all down
Wow.
for you, Daddy. I'm gonna break this all down for
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
as
for
we
sure. I
go.
didn't even
So
think about that.
yeah, dude. So continuing along, we have Xavier Woods Booker T and Bad News Barrett backstage doing a Pizza Hut commercial, and I wrote, "This made me hungry." Um,
No, Pizza's the Hut.
right, and then we get LWO versus the Street Profits, and in a 6-man tag with Lashley. So I wrote, this match was the absolute shits until Lashley slowed it down and took over and turned it into a wrestling match. Escobar did a random Hurricane Rana off the top rope that meant absolutely nothing and had no build or setup. They just did the move.
Just did it.
I wrote, if,
AEW.
if people complain about Pizza Hut, they're marks, like the Pizza Hut aesthetic. They're marks because little kids and families love and tune in to watch Rey Mysterio. So you do it too.
Oh, dude, it's like the sin emoji. It's so smart to have like the fucking, the shit. Like, okay, it's evil and it's corrupt. You know what I'm saying? But from a business standpoint, it's fucking genius. Like, oh, the little kids are gonna be watching Rey Mysterio, and now they're all gonna be like, oh, Pizza Hut. Oh, pizza.
Right. No, exactly.
Genius Illuminati shit.
Yeah. Where's the fucking? I gotta X-Files that. So
with the whole Bobby Lashley and the Red Cup guys, I don't who's supposed to be the heels here, because it's like Lashley isn't exactly like healing.
No, and neither is the Street Profits really. And then we like that they're in a group, but then we don't like that they're being like they're just jobbing. Like, okay, so how like they're just losing. So who cares about this faction? And then they're saying that Odyssey Jones guy, like the rumor is he's called up from NXT and he's gonna join their faction. That's like the big rumor going around right now. So that's like, what the fuck?
Man,
just turning into them.
Really, they should just get Mello.
It's just a group of jobbers. Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? Like, exactly. Put the Street Profits with Mello or something, and Lashley, or like, I don't know. You had the Hurt Business right there where you could have just added the Street Profits, but you fired Shelton Benjamin, or just get Alexander and do the Street Profits and Lashley and do the fucking Hurt Business again without Benjamin, like whatever. But instead, it's just, I don't know what they're doing. They're losing. Also, we had the big Carlito re-debuted. So he's been signed to WWE again for a while. They just didn't have anything for him, but now he's consistently back with the LWO. So hopefully he's around more again, and it stays consistent, like what everyone's saying and what Triple H sort of alluded to at the press conference. I wrote, it's wild they just beat the Street Profits and Lashley like that, though. This match went on a little too long for kind of what we got out of it, but they teased the hot tag. We knew Carlito was coming out at the end. My only note would have been they should have had at one point there the crowd, like Zelina Vega was selling and looking around, and the crowd was like, oh my God, who's going to tag? They should have had Zelina hop up on the fucking apron.
Right.
Yeah, and then reach her hand out like, fuck it, I'll do it. And then you have them cut Ray off. And then because the crowd would have popped for that, like, mildly and like, no way, is it just Zelina? And then when Carlito came out, it would have gave people all that, a little bit more of that, like, oh, it is Carlito. Like it would have swerved them a little bit, and it would have just gotten, I don't know, I feel like that would have got Zelina over, like, oh, she's badass, she was gonna step up, so and then Ray could have sold it, like looked around and like, fuck it, kept crawling to tag her, and then they cut him off, and then she doesn't get the tag, she hops off the apron, fuck, what are we gonna do? And then Carlito shows up. I think that would have, but
that's a genius, like in the moment, like it would have got the crowd so hot, bro. And then just
WWE, hit me up, prowrestletimes@gmail.com. Email me, Dougie. Well, I'll send you my resume. But yeah, your thoughts on this match, though, besides all that, and Carlito's comeback here, like, what do you think? You excited?
Carlito looked great. Yeah. I am excited, but like, it's not like, oh my God, it's fucking Carlito's got one more run in him. It's like, no, Carlito's got several runs still in him. So like, I don't know, man. I'd kind of like to see him down at NXT, like helping getting some youth over and whatnot. But
yeah,
I guess in a way though, like LWO also needs something else, like,
like another vet.
I guess like the other thing that confused me here, man, is so I'm just supposed to believe that, I'm sorry, I'm calling them the Lucha Suits because I can't, I can't think of their tag name.
Legado del Fantasma.
Yeah. So those guys just like bailed on Ray and
Escobar, they got injured apparently on SmackDown. They're hurt or something. Like it's just kayfabe bullshit. Like it's really kind of sloppily thrown together to get Carlito back for a pop. But here's the thing. Me fantasy mark booking. Here, I'll hit the X-Files on myself. My fantasy mark booking is, I think, Carlito, what the smart thing to do, because he's way better as that schmarmy fucking heel. I
Right.
think you have him turn heel on Ray with Legato, and then he takes over the NW or the LWO, and then you
Right.
have you bring up Umberto and Garza, and you have them join the LWO as well, and then you kick Ray out, and then Ray and Dragon Lee have to team up, and the LWO keeps beating the shit out of them, and then like Carlito goes after Ray's US title and shit. That's my fantasy mark booking. So
Dragon Lee loves that fucking angle right
yeah,
there.
dude. Yeah. And then you have Dragon Lee and Ray come out on top eventually. So moving along, we have Flair versus Asuka versus Io. I wrote this match was whatever. Io pinned Flair, which is dope because everybody expected Flair to get the win in some sort of bullshit because that's her being added to the match like that. I write, but like I think she jobs to Jade when she debuts. Like I think the reason they're keeping the strap on Io is because Io is gonna job to Jade instead of like okay, Charlotte wins and then Charlotte loses to Jade, or Bailey loses to Jade, or Bailey could lose to Jade, is that is one. But I think the best thing you do with Jade is you have her job to fucking eat, or you have Jade beat Io just for that belt, and then you have like Bailey gun at her, and then everyone go, oh, Bailey could take her out. No, she doesn't get it done. Oh, Charlotte's gunning for her. Charlotte will get her done. No, can't get it done, because that's the shock and all. Like, it's almost like if you put Jade in there, then you just have her beat people. It's like, oh shit. I think it's more shocking if it's like, because Io, no, like I'm not shitting on her, but like as far as if you were to like power rank in kayfabe, Bailey and Charlotte are up there. They're like 1 and 2 and 3. Like they're in the top 5 of fucking the women's wrestlers, right? So I think you get
Right.
more out of them wrestling Jade. It's more like, oh, Charlotte will beat her for the belt, but Jade won the belt. Like you get more shock and on swervability, if you will, and more compellingness out of like, instead of Jade just going to Charlotte and then Jade just beating Charlotte for the belt. Like, I don't know. I think you get more out of like Charlotte could easily beat Jade for the belt, and then Jade beats her. Oh shit. Her first title defense was Bailey or whatever. Like I could see something like that happening. And I think Io's the starting point because it's like, yeah, but she beat Io. So Charlotte will come beat her. And then it's like, oh, Jade's got more to work on. But no, they have her go over on Charlotte. It's like, oh shit, I'm fantasy mark booking. Sorry, your thoughts
You
on
want
this match? Yeah.
X-Files me quick, dog.
Okay, yes, X-Files.
All right. So if it was me, what I would do is I would keep Jade off television for a couple more months, you know what I'm saying, and just really build up Nia Jax as like basically the new Rhea Ripley. And here's just Nia Jax running shop, and she's just doing her bonsai drops and smacking bitches and just
Yeah.
fucking this is my federation. And then here comes Jade, and then Jade just
Squashes her.
like
Dude, that's way better than
right.
my idea. Fuck. Yeah, that's a way better
Well,
idea.
I don't know if I would say better. It's just like, like that's like how you would get the most
Well,
longevity.
you're right. And my idea applies to, is she on SmackDown? Your idea applies to if she goes to Raw. So there you go.
Right. Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
PWT, Hairline and Phil, Wonder Twins, unite.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Scissor me, Daddy.
Yeah, scissor.
Phil. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Okay, hold on. I'm not trying to side tangent here, but like when I was watching Collision, it was like fucking what is that? Caster's the younger one or the gay one, right?
Bowens is gay, and then Caster's like the sus.
Okay, so Bones is doing the scissoring with like a fan that's like in his like mid 40s easily, bro, and like the guy's just like, bleh,
yeah,
dude. And it's just like, oh my god, dude, fucking grown men that like
it's kid shit, bro. AEW is like kid shit. It's fine.
But this was like a grandpa, bro.
But it's cool that it gets over with people. Like, I don't know. It's over with
everyone. For sure.
I just think Acclaimed, like, they're just not, like, they just go, oh, we'll put belts on them and then they'll just flounder. It's like, no, that's not how you get, I don't know. They've managed to stay over this long, and you're so lucky. You could do so much more with this,
No, for sure. Yeah. We can get back into WWE though. I just wanted to point out how goofy it was watching that grandpa fucking act like a fucking teenager.
Pat McAfee comes out, and he's over like Rover in Indianapolis. He's a legend in Indianapolis. in Indiana. He played for the Colts. McAfee joins them at the booth for the next match. I popped hard as fuck. He did Stone Cold's fucking, and if you're whatever, give me a hell yeah.
What?
And so fucking he's gonna do commentary for the next match. Now I love this because this is superstar time. So we had Cena and LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking on Jimmy and Solo. So Cena comes out, and it's just so funny seeing McAfee like marking out for people and stuff. You know, I love that because that's the way he's like marking out. That's what I'm doing too. So this match was Cena selling for like 15 minutes and then milking what Hairline referred to as in the DMs as the hottest tag of all time.
Well, for real, man. Like, dude, it's just like I guess my initial problem with any of that is like Cena looks like he could body basically all those guys except for Solo. You know what I'm saying? So like LA Knight realistically should be the guy working the hot tag, but I do know that this is just him getting LA Knight over and making LA Knight look like $1 million, you know.
Yeah.
But
I wrote this was the superstars about to give the people a classic pro wrestling territory style match.
Right.
This is a match that's like, hey, we're all so over that we don't got to do shit, and I love it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and dude, that was the thing, man. Like fucking, you know, it was like, how can we fucking us carnies work these marks out of their money by not doing fucking a bunch of shit, you know? And now here we are in 2023 where it's like 62 fucking flips to no reaction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I'm sorry for this tangent again. It's like I was watching fucking the pay-per-view with one of my buddies, man, and I was just explaining to him like how often like watching Collision and Dynamite we watch hot tags with no reaction. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, it's just phenomenal to like hear a crowd react to fucking LA Knight getting tagged in, which is dumb that I'm putting a hot tag over, but for real, that's dummy. Really
yeah.
No, you're right, dude. No, it's not dumb because that's the basic shit of wrestling. So I wrote I wish LA Knight got a little more fired up on the apron, but beggars can't be choosers. I said this on an old episode too. His sequence of moves, I hate to even fucking say that, but his his comeback, he's got to figure it out. It's not, he's like, there's a rhythm with the fans doing like the
right. Yeah.
He's just got to figure out the sequence that pops them, and it can just be simple shit. Like, I think he should almost steal the fucking Cena shit. Like, he's already taken let's be honest, he does the people's elbow, but it's the LA Knight elbow. You know, he does like his version of the stunner DDT type move, which is just, it looks great. And how he set it up in this match too, where instead of kicking him in the gut, he fucking hooked him from the back. He shot the half on him or whatever and spun him around into the fucking move. All that's good shit. But I just wrote, he got the tag, the place exploded. McAfee and I were in sync, like with our fucking like every time LA Knight was doing something, he's on commentary going, I'm doing the same thing in my living room. Cena and Knight get the win. Crowd was super into the finish. Cena just sold his ass off and then put all of Knight's shit over because Cena just stood there and did legend shit. Like he hit the shuffle into his move and shit, you know, like he did. He just was selling to make LA Knight look like $1 million at the end. So what a legend to just come back and like Triple H said at the press conference, this is Cena's last run, guys. Relish in this. Don't criticize it. Don't be mad. Don't go, oh, he's bald. Don't go, oh, he just sold or whatever. He's got, this is like this could be the third last time we ever see him wrestle, motherfucker. You know, like we need to just like, and then think about what he did instead of like getting himself over and doing a double Cena fucking F5 FU. He fucking gave LA Knight everything he could. He just gave him the rub. Brilliant.
Well,
I don't know.
The other thing I liked about the press conference shit was like how he apologized basically to The Rock. You know what I'm saying? Where he's all like, I wasn't thinking clearly, and now that I'm actually out here doing this, I just want to say that it's crazy that The Rock was able to juggle both of these at the same time, and like, you know, so it's cool to see someone being a fucking man about shit.
He is,
because so many people just fucking, you know, make their excuses or don't address things. So
yeah, dude, he's
shout out Cena.
Yeah, shout him out, man. He's a real, and it's weird too how like, well, it's not weird. But look at Cena and The Rock, how they both seem to be these guys with that crazy mentality and work ethic. and they both sort of taken the same route in different ways.
Right.
And just think about, they both come from professional wrestling. Just really think about, like, that just speaks volumes on, and you can see that's what Jade Cargill sees,
Right.
that's just the difference between like the WWE machine and anything else in the world.
Well, even I apologize for my greenness here, but the Spanish girl that's super over with you, what the fuck is her name?
Lola Vice.
Yeah, Lola Vice. Just what she was saying there about like there's not even any second thought of AEW. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And like,
It's there's only one, yeah. There's only one thing that can make you, like she said, a household name, and that's, I'm sorry, that's the WWE. And AEW had the chance, but they thought that doing the flippy way, not to even just put it on flips. I like flips too, but it's not about that. It's just like they thought that doing that shit though, like, was going to, because money will make it go to the masses. And they
right,
really believe, and these fans go, well, because WWE's got the marketing machine, but so does AEW, man. They're taking out ads during WWE. Why
right.
aren't they converting? Because, bro, people gave it the chance, and it just can't be no more. Like, you can't
Well, and it's like it's
squander
already
too
so
many
like
chances.
niche
Yeah.
audience.
Yeah.
Is a 60-year-old man watching fucking a Joshi match, or is he watching fucking Braun Breaker versus fucking, whoever, insert
Dragonov or
wrestling
whatever.
name.
Yeah, dude.
Right. Yeah,
So,
Dragunov.
yeah. So in the main event, we have Rollins and Shinsuke in a last man standing match. I love both of these guys. I really love Shinsuke. Triple H was marking out over Shinsuke and going, this is who I wanted Shinsuke to be when I brought him into the company
Yeah,
originally.
he was.
Yeah, so that, shut up fucking Triple H, bro. We're in sync too. He listens to the pod. I wasn't blown away. These are my notes. I wasn't blown away by this match. I thought they had the chance to do something with Shinsuke, but no. Rollins will reign until Mania. I'm convinced of that. Gunther will eventually be the one to break him. That's my fantasy mark fucking prediction right there. I think Gunther breaks Rollins at Mania. That's the story. Then Rollins can take a break for a while. He needs a break too. He's
Yeah, he
fucking,
deserves it, man.
yeah. He deserves some time off, and he's the one setting the standard of what this world heavyweight title is. It's a very New Japan storyline with their world heavyweight title, I must say. Like, honestly, you work in the whole, like, someone's gonna come and break his back. That's the whole thing. But when Shinsuke knocked Rollins off the ladder through the table, and he was standing there, and they had the shot of him with the big sold out crowd behind him, I was like, he's going to win the belt. I was like, holy fuck. I thought they were putting it on him right there. They had the crowd right there too. They didn't. That was a botch, because then they went back to that crash pad area, and people were roasting that little box they were landing on and going, they're not even trying to hide it. No, you idiots. The idea behind that box was like, it's like a box that, obviously it's a padded thing, right? But it's
Right.
not like a bunch of cardboard or anything. Like, it was probably just like a wrestling mat under there. I'm not saying it was concrete, but it was like, the idea was like, oh, there's these boxes over here, and they were whatever. But they did try to do a thing where, like, they tried to say, the commentary was like, oh, and Rollins just like splatted right on the concrete, but like, no, we could see him hit the box and then roll out to the concrete. So it was very dumb. I just always say, don't do shit like that if you're not going to make it look good. Like, have some tables down there for him to fall through or something. But,
Well,
and then they went back there after everything was said and done. I thought that was dumb. And then that's where the match fucking ended, and Rollins wins. Sorry, your thoughts on this match?
well, it's like I would almost say that like Shinsuke versus Nakamura one was better than this
Right.
one, but
Yeah.
like a last man standing match shouldn't be less. You know what I'm saying? It should be like the fucking top tier shit, man. And I don't, man. Honestly, I was excited for this match because like the way SmackDown with like the whole Shinsuke counting to 10 and all that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I thought, yeah, like Rollins was dropping the belt to Shinsuke. We were gonna go into this era of Nakamura as champ and like just keep doing these like I don't know, Godzilla villain, Bond villain shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then I think Gunther's the final boss though, right?
No, Gunther is for sure the final
Yeah.
boss.